Good morning. We at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living acknowledges that we gather on the ancestral land of the Cahuilla, the Gabrielino Tongva, the Kizh, and the Losinyo peoples. We commit to living in right relationships, loving our neighbors, seeking justice and loving kindness, and walking humbly on the land. We recognize our oneness so that we may decolonize our minds and set each other free from pain of racism and violence, to live better as the Great Spirit intended, in harmony with nature and with one another. So again, good morning and welcome to the morning table. I am Sandra Prince, ministerial intern at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, where love lives here. So please, if you have your cell phone with you, please put it on silent so our time together can be uninterrupted. And also, there are snacks over here in the corner. There's coffee and water for tea. Feel free to get up during the service now and have snacks as you wish. So let's come together in consciousness for a moment as we say our focus statement together. So let's say it together. We embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. Now, I invite you to stand, dance, get up, sing, and just rock out to the music of our band. Thank you.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope everyone travels safe in the rain. It's a new day and a new year. Shout it out loud, sing with the crowd. Celebrate 'cause good things are coming. New opportunities are at the door. Hold your head up, drop the sorrow. No regrets now for tomorrow. It's a new chance for a new life. Everything that you've been waiting for. The future's bright now as things turn over. The possibilities around the corner. New innovation with new creation. All the good things that we have in store. Now it's a brand new day, and it's a brand new year. And there is hope in tomorrow. Now there's nothing to fear. It's not coming here, it's already here. Now it's a brand new day, and it's a brand new year. So sing and be happy and share the good cheer. It's not coming yet, it's already here. It's time to dream bigger dreams, where impossible is not hard as it seems, and live in high hopes throughout your day, and know that happiness is quickly on the way. We're moving forward, we're going higher, we're reaching things that we formerly just desire. Fun and excitement fills the air, and there's more than enough for us to share. Now it's a brand new day, and it's a brand new year. And there is hope in tomorrow. Now there's nothing to fear. It's not coming yet, it's already here. Now it's a brand new day. Now it's a brand new year. So sing and be happy and share the good cheer. It's not coming yet, it's already here. It's a brand new day and a brand new year. Ooh, hey, hey, oh, oh.
Good morning. I'm Constance Stringfellow, one of the licensed spiritual practitioners here at the Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. I will be available this morning after the morning table for a brief moment of prayer in the prayer room located in the lobby. Please don't leave here this morning with anything on your heart. I would love to pray with you and absolutely know that prayer works. Now, there is a candle in the center of the table. I invite you to light it with me now. As we come together in conversation this morning, this candle is a reminder that when two or more are gathered together, a greater wisdom is available to us. We experience a deeper love, and our own light shines brighter. Now, please allow this music to take you into the silence, followed by this morning's invocation.
It is not I, but the Spirit within, who does these things. I see before me. It is not I, but the Spirit within. Oh, glory to God.
I invite you to join me in consciousness, closing your eyes if this is comfortable for you, turning within, knowing that God is all there is. There's only one power, one presence, one force in the universe. It is the presence of unconditional love, the power of eternal life, the force of infinite intelligence. It is all love, all wisdom. It is God. I am one with this divine presence, this essence of God. And as I know this is my truth, I know it's true for everyone, everywhere. We are expressions of all the goodness that God is. I recognize this oneness as life, as love, as compassion and peace, as divine intelligence, wholeness, order, clarity, beauty, and so much more. In this moment, let's allow this golden thread, which ties us all together, to show up as a beneficial presence in our community, in our families, and in the world. I know that the higher power is leading and guiding us in everything that we think, say, and do. I know that Spirit has a powerful presence of unconditional love and peace and compassion. And I know this is my truth, and I know that we rise and we thrive. I bless everyone and everything, and I let this be so. And so it is.
God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God. Jesus said that I and my Father are one, made in the image and the likeness of the one. Since God is what we are, let God be what we show. Let's see the God in every face and everywhere we go. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God. Oh, God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God. Your mind is divine in the garden of your soul. Plant love, faith, and happiness, and witness what unfolds from the beauty of creation reflected in your eyes. You see heaven right in front of earth and live in paradise. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. Oh, God. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. Oh, God. Take it, band. Presence manifesting cosmic unity, the ins and outs, the ups and downs, and everything in between. Omni-intelligence orchestrating relativity, the power of creation is its gift to you and me. God is all there is. God is all there is in the beginning. God, keep those hands clapping. God is God is all there is in the beginning. Oh, God is all there is.
But there we go. Now the pack is on. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Great to see all of you here in the room and all of the folks joining us online. Good morning, Laura, and good morning, Reverend Zena, and good morning. Let's go over here to Mom and Dad and Danny and Chris and all the folks. If you are on StreamYard, if you're on Facebook or you are on YouTube, in order to join us here in the room for conversations, you'll need to join in the Zoom room. We see that the Zoom room might be locked at the moment, which is kind of odd, so we're working on that in the background. Reverend Zena is trying to troubleshoot that for you, but you have about, 15, 20 minutes to figure that out. How's that? All right. Oh, it's unlocked. Okay. Reverend Zena got it unlocked, so if you are on Zoom if you are on StreamYard, so you're in Facebook or you're in YouTube, go ahead, you can join the Zoom room too so that you can join one of our tables in the Zoom room. All right, so hey everybody. We're still working out the tech. It's coming. It's doing its thing. It's doing its tech thing. It's doing great. All right. So I have a question for you. Of course I have a question for you. When don't I have a question for you, right? Right, tomorrow? Yes, you have to answer it. All right. So here's a question for you to get us started. So, who has heard of the golden thread of truth? Who has heard of, sorry, let me back up. Wait. Coffee. This is why we do this in here now, right? So that I can have my coffee. All right. So, the golden rule. Who's heard of the golden rule? Pretty much everybody's hands going up. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Even Sasha's heard of the golden rule. Even our little ones have heard of the golden rule, right? Yep. All right. So, the golden rule says what? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, right? Okay. So, how about hearing it in different languaging from different faiths around the world? All right? So the Baha'i say, lay not on any soul a load that you would not wish to be laid upon you, and desire not for anyone the things you would not desire for yourself. Buddhism says, treat others not in the ways that you yourself would find hurtful. Confucianism says one word which sums up the basis of all good conduct: loving kindness. Do not do to others what you do not want done to yourself. In Hinduism, this is the sum of duty. Do not do to others what would cause pain if done to you. In Islam, not one of you truly believes until you wish for others what you would wish for yourself. Jainism, one should treat all creatures in the world as one would like to be treated. Judaism, what is hurtful to you, do not do to your neighbor. Native American spirituality, we are as much alive as we keep the earth alive. Sikhism, I am a stranger to no one, and no one is a stranger to me. Indeed, I am a friend to all. Taoism, regard your neighbor's gain as your own, and your neighbor's loss as your own loss. Zoroastrianism, do not do unto others whatever is injurious to yourself. And then here at Centers for Spiritual Living, part of our vision is we envision a world that works for everyone and all of creation. Is that true? Yes. So you see that there is a common thread of truth, is there not, through all of these major world traditions, yes? Yes. There's a common thread of truth because as we teach here at Centers for Spiritual Living in our Declaration of Principles, the very first declaration that we have, we believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in and through all of creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. We believe in the individualization of spirit in us, and that all people, including all life, are individualizations of this one spirit. Good? Good. All right. So, basically, what we say is that, as you just heard in the song, God is all there is. God is all there is. Now then, we can choose to use the word God, and for some people, they kind of like go, when they hear the word God, they start to twitch, right? When they hear the word God. I know I used to. I couldn't use the word God until I figured out what I understood about God to mean for me. It wasn't the old judgmental white guy in the sky pointing the finger, you know, saying everything I did was wrong. Bzz, yeah, saying, bzz, yeah, there you go. Saying everything I did was wrong, right? That's not the God of my understanding. So what I came to understand is that God is a universal principle, and that there are many names for God, right? So we can call God the Tao, which is the way. We can call it universal principle. We can call it the unified field theory. We could call it oversoul, as Emerson calls it, right? There are multiple names. We could call it Allah. We could call it Jehovah. We could call it Yahweh. We could call it Josie, right? It doesn't matter what we call it. It doesn't care because it is also the universe. It is the underlying principle. It is the energy that is back of, through, and as all of life, all of creation. There is not a spot where this energy is not. So therefore, there is not a spot where spirit, the divine, Josie, whatever, is not, right? Absolutely everything, and I mean this, absolutely everything and everyone is an emanation, impartation, manifestation of this one life, this one love, this one power, this one energy that is taking form as each one of us. That's taking form as the chair that you're sitting on, the table that you're at, the coffee you're drinking, and my homemade scones that you're eating. So, just saying, this too is God, right? Because it is all about the food, right, after all. So, everything in the universe is spirit in form. But as it says in our Declaration of Principles, but spirit is not absorbed by its form. Spirit is not absorbed by this one thing, meaning that the universe is not necessarily the totality of the divine. That the divine is both immanent, meaning being fully present right where we are in its totality. The spirit is within you in its totality, in, through, and as you. And it is also transcendent, meaning that it is beyond even what we know of as the physical universe. It's beyond, beyond, beyond. So it's both immanent and transcendent. So Centers for Spiritual Living practices a panentheistic, meaning that God is in, through, and as, and more than anything that we can see, and everything that we can see, and everything that we can't see. It's both and, because it is all that there is. It is the whole. And so the whole then is indivisible. We can't divide it. If the whole is indivisible, we can't divide it, there is no separation, then there is only this one. When we say there's only one, that means that there is only one. It is inseparable. You can't separate it out. You can't break it apart. It is the totality. It is the whole. It is the all in all. And so it can't be divided. So if it can't be divided, then good, God, the divine, spirit, love, whatever we want to call it, back to Josie, right? Whatever we want to call it, has to be all that there is. There cannot be a power or a presence that is opposed to God, because God is all there is. If God wasn't all there was, if spirit wasn't all there was, if there was another power that was somehow opposed to the infinite, then the infinite would not be, in fact, infinite. Right? The infinite would not be the totality. So therefore, my beloved, there is no devil. The devil made me do it. Yeah. No, there is no devil. There is no enemy. There is no other that we often hear in these times where we're, oh, the other made me do it. Because heaven forbid you should even say the word devil. Oh my gosh. Right? No, there is no other. There is no power that is evil in and of itself. What there is there is a misuse of the one power. There's a misuse of the one presence. There's a misuse of the one life. There's a misuse of love. And when there is a misuse, then there appears to be evil. But evil is not a power in and of itself. Thou shalt have no power over me unless it's given thee of God. Right? And so God, Spirit, is all that there is. And if God is all there is in the wholeness and the totality, then Spirit also has to be omnipotent, all-powerful, omniscient, all-knowing, and omnipresent, meaning everywhere present. There's not a spot where it could not be. It is all the omnis. It is the all in all. Yes? Allison's nodding her head yes. I like that. So the mystics then taught, all of the mystics in throughout history, whether they be Christian mystics or Muslim mystics or Jewish mystics or Hindu mystics or Buddhist mystics, all of them have taught the same thing, that in order to know the divine, we must know the divine within ourselves. We must turn within and know the divine for ourselves. We can learn about the divine, but until we have a direct experience of the divine, we cannot really know the divine. Ernest Holmes said in The Science of Mind that if there is, when you, the only way you can know God or know spirit is through the direct experience of it or your belief in somebody else's experience of it. That's really the only way that we can know the divine. I'm sharing with you my perspective, how spirit shows up in my life, right? I'm sharing this with you. You are perhaps in agreement because you've studied or you've participated before as well. And so this is how spirit is showing up for you in your life. And it's also how it's showing up for others, right? We learn from one another of what we accept to believe as true or what we discount, or not discount, but what we don't hold as true for ourselves. So we must know it for ourselves. And the way we know this is we court the divine. Hey, baby. Right? We court the divine. You read the back of the Science of Mind text, and Ernest has written a whole bunch of love letters to the divine. You read Rumi, you read Hafiz. These are love letters to the divine. You read the Song of Songs, right? Or the book of Solomon, right? Psalms too. But the Song of Songs, right? These are love letters to the divine, right? That all the mystics have shared, that there is this mystical experience. There is this, what's called a numinous experience, a direct revelation, a direct impartation, a direct knowledge, or a direct feeling of the divine moving in, through, and as each one of them. And so the infinite then is personal to all who believe in the infinite. It becomes a very personal thing. That's why we can't separate spirit from ourselves. We want to talk about a God out there. If we talk about a God out there, right, but then we're separating spirit from ourselves. We need to understand that the spirit is within us, living, moving, breathing, and having its being in, through, and as each one of us, and us as in, through it as well, right? Then we have this unity, we have this cohesion. And this is understood by cultures around the world. Again, the Sikhs, Guru Nanak said, "I see no stranger. I only see friends." Buddha taught unending loving compassion. Jesus taught to love your neighbor. Muhammad taught to take in the orphan, right? Mirabai taught that love is limitless, that there is no limitation to love. In the Bantu language family group that is in Central, Eastern, and Southern Africa, there's the word Ubuntu. The word Ubuntu, this philosophy that comes from I am because you are, or I am because we are. There is an interdependence, an interrelatedness to all of life, an interconnectedness, that we are inseparable from one another. In the Mayan tradition, they say that you are my other me. You are my other me. And also in the Hindu tradition, I am that. I am that. Meaning I am that I am. I am the totality. I am one with you. I am inseparable from you. I am inseparable from one. We are inseparable from each other. That we cannot ever be separated. That spirit is showing up in, through, and as each one of us, that we cannot be separate from one another. That we are interdependent, that we are interrelated, and we have to work together. So, how does this apply in our lives, beloveds? This oneness, because that's really what we're talking about, right? You see the golden thread of truth that's been underlying all of this. There was the golden rule, right? Then there's also the golden thread of truth that we just shared through our oneness, our interdependence, that there is this oneness here. That's another golden thread of truth. The names for God, a golden thread of truth. There's these golden threads of truth that run through our lives. And there's this golden thread of truth that keeps us connected, that keeps us interrelated. Yes? So, how do we look at this in our own lives individually? All right. So, think of a person that you might find difficult or challenging to you. Shouldn't be that hard to do. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be that hard to do, right? Now, it doesn't have to be big. You don't have to, go to big stuff, but, just think of one person. So, I don't know. Let's just say a political candidate that recently won Iowa. So, knowing that we are inseparable, knowing that we are one, knowing that I can't be apart from or inseparable from this individual, makes me feel a little weird, perhaps, right? It stirs something in me, perhaps, right? But if I look at it as, you are part of me that I do not yet know. You are my other me. We are inseparable. I am because you are. Right? Then the opportunity that we have here, my beloveds, is to begin to see how we are similar. Where is our oneness? What is similar? So what might I admire in this individual? Admire might be a strong word. Where can I find some commonality with this particular individual, right? So I see that this person is passionate. Okay. I see that this person is clever. Okay. I see that this person is persuasive. Okay. All right. Whew. Right? I'm beginning to see the similarities. I'm beginning to see the commonalities. And I'm not excusing the unskilled behavior. I'm not excusing how that individual is showing up in the world. But what is beginning to happen is I'm now able to see that there is a connection. There is a golden thread of truth. There is a golden thread of truth that's happening here, right? And then for you advanced students, or for those of you who like extra homework, right? What is it about the person that irritates you the most? And then where are you like that? Not the same behavior, not the same behavior, but where is that quality, narcissism, manipulation, whatever it is, where is that quality showing up in you? How have you suppressed that quality? Because when we learn how we've also suppressed the stuff we don't like, then we're doing real, deep, hard work. But again, that is for those of you who like the extra credit, okay? Not asking you for extra credit right now. But I ask you to begin to look at one place that you can identify in the person that you've identified that you could have a golden thread. That there is a golden thread of truth. There is a golden thread of connection there. Okay? Good? All right, so we're going to go to tables. We're going to go to tables now. And I want to, there are the 3 questions. If you see the little blue sheet on your table there, there's those 3 questions there that are to get the discussion going here. And then there's also the larger blue sheet. The larger blue sheet, thank you, Vanna. The larger blue sheet here has the conversation agreements. So these are the agreements that we hold true to with one another. We come together with an open mind and heart, be attentive and respectful, listen for understanding, use I statements, share as deeply as you feel comfortable, all feelings are welcome, share the time, allow others the opportunity to speak, treat what others share with confidentiality, do not give advice or make suggestions, and do not crosstalk. All right? So you can read more of it there. But here are the questions. And so you have 20 minutes here, well, just shy of 20 minutes. You have until 11:55 to discuss these topics. Remember, you don't have to get all of them in. You can start with the one that's most appealing to the table, what have you, but I invite you to go ahead and start your discussion now. You have until 11:55. Pausing for a second. All right. So what I invite you to do now at your table is check in with each other. And what would you like prayer for this week? Or what would you like your table mates to know for you in consciousness this week? Again, it's not the great big long story, right? We don't need the drama. Save the drama for your mama, all right? You got that, Mom? All right. I'll be talking to you later. So, save the drama for your mama, all right? Just ask or just share what you would like prayer for or what you would like this table to know for you in consciousness all week long. This is your prayer pod. These are your prayer warriors this week. They're going to know for you this particular truth, whatever that golden thread of truth is, that's what they're knowing for you. So you have about 2 minutes to share your entire table what you want prayer for, and go. All right, let's come together. Okay, so we're going to start over here with Berlin's table. So what did you all discuss here? Just give me one thing that you all discussed at this table this morning. Whoever. Joe.
What do we discuss? Okay, well, we, for the first question, I'm going to pass around the table. I'll let us eat.
This one, just a summary of what you all talked about.
So we discussed, I'll just take question number one. Common purpose, recognizing a shared humanity was a big one for number one. And how things manifest in our lives. Life is an outpicturing of consciousness. And then just centering and alone, breathing, experiencing the oneness and in that time, that quiet time. So.
All right, thank you. Let's go back to Alyssa's table. James will do it.
You got 30 seconds.
I think as a whole, if I may speak for the table, that we've asked for a greater understanding of not only ourselves, but of life. And pray for us.
All right. Thank you. All right, let's come over here to Ray's table. The Ray's, the other Ray, whatever. All right. Michelle? Ray?
Michelle.
Somebody? One of you?
Come on, Michelle.
Not to put Michelle on the spot. All right. Put hubby on the spot.
Wow, really?
All right, Ray. This is a common thread at the table.
That it all begins with us, that we are the root. I thought it was interesting that there was a conversation about planting the seed that then grows. But it all comes back to us as the root.
Okay. All comes back to us as the root. All right, then online on Zoom, Jossie Daddy's going to be speaking. It's going to be Stu joining us online here. So.
It's me. It's my magnetic self.
Hold on.
Second. Sure. Okay. Hi, Riverside. Our table here, we spoke a lot about common union and community, and how how that manifests in our lives through nature, through fellowship with others. And for the thread, we're talking about the golden rule and how we had all of us had been brought up with that belief and kind of what that meant to us, doing unto others as they would have done unto you, or it was nice what you had shared, how everybody has that kind of belief.
Great. Thank you, Stu. All right. So just really quickly here, your homework tomorrow, your homework. So identify one person in your life. They don't have to be an immediate person in your life. It could be the HOA president, or the HOA board members. I mean, it doesn't. Or it could be that. It could be, somebody you work with, or somebody you know. Again, you don't have to do something. Go to somebody big, but find one person in your life. Just identify one person in your life. And I invite you that you have somewhat of a challenge with, and I invite you to find a golden thread of truth with that person this week. Just one. Just one. And if you want more of a challenge, then find 3, or find 5, or find 10 with that one person. Just the one person, okay? And then, like I said, if you want extra credit work, then identify what in that one person irritates the living out of you, and then see how that shows up in your life, how you are that as well. And then find the benefit to that, right? For an example of that, what I mean by that is, I've been dealing with the word irresponsibility. Don't you dare call me irresponsible, right? But what I discovered is irresponsibility for me is tied to spontaneity. Spontaneity is the positive thing. So if I can learn to be spontaneous without being irresponsible, because I had linked those two things together for myself. That, spontaneity means irresponsible. I've always had to be a responsible individual my entire life. I pride myself on being responsible. When I get irresponsible, then, that's bad. I see that as bad. So I'm disowning that quality. So what I'm doing is I'm making friends with that irresponsibility and realizing that, it's about spontaneity. I can be spontaneous, but I don't have to be irresponsible, right? So that's the extra credit homework, okay? But your basic homework, easy homework, The one person and the one golden thread of truth that ties you to the one person that irritates you. Okie doke? Sound good? All right. Got your marching orders? All right, and so it is. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to invite Sanja back here. Give yourselves a hand. Having great conversations at the table. Sanja and I are walking around listening, and it's like, woo, the conversation's going deep. They're going great. So, love that.
Now it's time for our conscious contributions. So at your table, you'll see envelopes, this type envelope here. And then you'll see one that says 2 or more program, and you can read that for yourself. So there's a green envelope. And then there is this text to give. So I invite you to place your contributions over your heart. Do a silent affirmation. Your conscious contribution to this center allows us to continue all our wonderful work. One of the easiest ways to give is via text. So just send a text to 951-419-5858 with the amount that you wish to contribute. You can also go to our website, riversidecsl.org, and click on the link in the upper right-hand corner under the tab Contribute. For those in the sanctuary, you can do it more traditional way by placing your contributions in the receptacle, a round, silver, beautiful thing on your table. Tomorrow's have held it up. And so we are so grateful for your ongoing generosity. So now please place your hands. We're going to stretch our hands over. Yes. All right. Now we're going to say our affirmation together. Extend your hands out as a blessing. And the abundance affirmation is on the screen, so we'll say it together. I give and receive freely and generously with an open heart and an open mind. The universe responds to me in kind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is.
Om mane pane hum, 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 om mane pane hum. Om mane pane hum, om mane pane hum, om mane pane hum, om mane pane hum, om mane pane hum,
La ilaha illallahu, la ilaha illallahu, la ilaha illallahu. La ilaha illallahu, 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 la ilaha illallahu.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Now I have a few announcements. So today there is a class called Earnest NU. It starts today and it starts with me. I'm going to be facilitating that class. So you still have time tomorrow to sign up, and anyone else in the room that wishes to, or anyone else online that wishes to sign up, you still have time to sign up. Today we're going to have a sound bath with Ray at 3:30 today. And then family night. Don't forget family night. That's next Sunday, January 28th. Be sure to register for that. We have all kinds of fun things. And then we have a Super Bowl Sunday, February the 11th. Bring homemade soups to share, and it's a canned food drive. And so we have a few teams. So this is a competition, you guys. And I can tell you right now that there's someone in the room, Dinah, is already showing out. She's showing up and showing out. Just look on the piano out there, on the table out there. So the teams are the prayer warriors, which are the practitioners, the LC counselors, which is the core council, including the ministerial team and Tricia. There's the Sunday Vols, which includes a fellowship, welcome table, ushers, greeters, building and grounds, the band, the sound, and the video people. Young, nice, lovely people. You guys are beautiful. And then there's a fourth team, the Divine Dynamos, which are the members and friends of Riverside CSL. So if you are in one of these groups, remember it's a competition. So start collecting your cans so we can, actually, I'm going to challenge Miss Dinah back there. Dinah, I'm coming for you. So you can start bringing your cans in on the 28th, and it runs through Super Bowl Sunday, which is February 11th. So winners will be announced at the Super Bowl soup potluck. All canned goods will be donated to a local food bank. And so when this service is over today, you don't have to leave. You can stay and chat. We had a beautiful message today. You had lovely conversations. So you don't have to rush out. You can continue to have your conversations here. And then I'm going to bring up Reverend Jeffrey for an announcement, a very special announcement.
Okay. Also, just wanted you to know that you can join the Facebook group, so you can continue the conversations that way on our Facebook group. So there is the QR code there, so you can join the Facebook group for conversations during the week. There's already about 25 of you who have already joined the Facebook group, and we're having great conversations already this week. So feel free to join the Facebook group, and we continue the conversation. All right. So, nice deep breath. Are you excited? I got something exciting to share with you. What? Oh. Can I get a drum roll, please? Riverside Center for Spiritual Living is under contract for the property, to sell the property. Yes. So, what this means is we have a buyer. The buyer, we are now in a 60-day feasibility period.
Woo.
The buyer has already deposited $75,000 in escrow.
Let's go shopping.
We can't touch it, but it's in escrow, okay? And the way this will likely work, so what we're going to know and we're going to affirm together is that everything goes smoothly, yes? Yes, absolutely. So everything going smoothly means that we will be in this space through the end of May, all right? Then we get to move to a new space, which we have already been visioning for, as some of our folks last week visioned for. Thank you, Alyssa, and thank you, Angelica, and Sandra, and Ed, and Daryl and everybody else who was there, Ray, everybody else who was there. Thank you for visioning for that. And we've been visioning for it. A vision is coming through, is emerging, as this has been. So what this means, I want to be really clear with all my beloveds. Riverside Center for Spiritual Living is not closing. No, no, no. In fact, we're stronger than we ever were before. Yes? Yes, exactly. So, what this means is that we are rising together, just like our theme for this year. We are rising together. We are moving on to a new, exciting way of being together. We've been here for 80 plus years. We're not going anywhere in terms of being in Riverside. We're staying in Riverside. So, I invite you to join me in prayer in knowing that the right and perfect spot for us, that is suited to us, for us, is making itself known to us right this very minute. You agree with that? Yes. Absolutely. I am so excited. We are on to new things. We are on to great things. We are on to better things. We are on to our greater yet to be, and together we rise. Yes. All right. So, let's come together in consciousness. Yes. Oh. And I know some of y'all have the question. So I'm just going to be real transparent with you. 2.5 million. Okay? And some of you had that question. So 2.5. Let's go shopping. There's closing costs and all that kind of stuff. So we will see anywhere between 2.2 and 2.3. So this sets us in a really good position. Now, what I also want to be clear with you is just because money is coming in does not mean that you stop putting things in that silver bucket. That is not the way this works, okay? That is not the way this works. Because you think 2.2 is a lot of million. You think 2.2 is a lot of money, but it can go very quickly if we're not super smart with it. So we're being super smart with it. We have a great core council that is super smart with it, and so we are going to be super smart with the way we move forward. Got it? So we're still working together. Whose community is this? Our community, absolutely. All right, so I invite our practitioners and core council to please stand and surround the sanctuary. And core council, good. Everybody, all right, let's just come together in consciousness and let's pray together. All right, let's know this together. Recognizing that there is just one power, one presence, one infinite eternal that is all, through all, as all. It is the all in all. It is the omnipotent. It is omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence. It is forever and ever expanding, expressing itself. It is both immanent and transcendent. It is the all in all, and it has brought forth all of life, all of creation, and all of life, all of creation. In fact, the universe is the manifest body of this one life. And as I know that this is true of all of life, of all of creation, I know that this is true of me, that right where I am, the power and the presence of God is, that my entire being is the power and the presence of the one life, the one power, the one presence. I live, move, breathe, and have my being in it. And as I know this is true for me, I know that this is true for everyone gathered here this day. This is true for our community. And so I know that we together rise in this oneness. We rise in the infinite wisdom. We rise in this love intelligence, and that the life of this community is continuing to unfold in divine grace, in divine harmony, in divine right order, and divine right timing, that everything is absolutely unfolding in absolute and total perfection here and now, because we are all one within the one. We are all part of the whole, the totality, and the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And so I know and I give thanks for what is unfolding here in each individual life, each individual expression of the divine, unfolding perfectly, beautifully, exquisitely as this golden thread of truth is tying us all together, keeping us together, interrelated, interdependent, working with one another, co-creating together. I give thanks for this. And I know that our life as a community continues to unfold under grace and in absolutely perfect ways, because there is no other way for it to unfold except with absolute perfection. And so I simply place this word into the law, knowing that it is done, knowing that it is so. I let it be, and together we say, and so it is. So I invite everybody to please stand for our affirmation and our closing.
I'll say the affirmation first, and then we can say it together. So the affirmation today is I look for commonalities and I appreciate differences. So let's say that together. I look for commonalities and I appreciate differences. You know, let's say it one more time with a little more feeling this time. I look for commonalities and I appreciate differences. Okay, so now we're going to... Something is wonderful. So you see it on the screen. We're going to say this. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything that I do. I am it. I share it. I receive it. And I move love forward because love lives here. Happy Sunday.
Together we rise as the sun lights up the sky, opening our hearts to the spirit of love inside. Together we rise, God flows through you and I. Together, one in spirit, we rise, we rise. In times of trouble, we seek the Spirit of God within. Receptive to our calling, we love our neighbors as our friends. Relaxing in the knowing God's grace, it never ends. We gather as one people, and with joyful hearts we sing. Together we rise as the sun lights up the sky, opening our hearts to the spirit of love inside. Together we rise, God flows through you and I. Together, one in spirit, we rise, we rise. As we stay in gratitude, we let the Spirit lead the way. Listening to the still small voice, it's always there to say. Trusting God with all your heart, the path ahead is clear. We unite together, and there's nothing for us to fear. Together we rise, as the sun lights up the sky, opening our hearts to the spirit of love inside. Together we rise, God flows through you and I. Together, one in spirit, we rise, we rise. Ooh. Together we rise, God flows through you and I. Together, one in spirit, we rise, we rise. Together, one in spirit, we rise, we rise.
Happy Sunday.